In 2025, millions of people will talk to artificial intelligence. They will wake up to a friendly message from a chatbot, share their daily struggles with a digital companion, and fall asleep to the soothing voice of an AI friend. For some, this is a revolution, technology finally closing the gap of human loneliness. For others, it's a warning sign that something fundamental is shifting in the way we connect. Loneliness has always been part of the human experience, but never before have we had the option to replace real relationships with something engineered to feel just as fulfilling. The numbers tell a clear story. Despite living in an era of constant digital connection, loneliness is at an all-time high. Social media, once hailed as a way to bring people together, has instead created a world where interactions are brief, curated, and often hollow. Studies show that the more time people spend online, the lonelier they often feel. But instead of stepping away from technology, we are turning to it for solutions. Some say this is exactly what we need. AI chatbots like Replika and Xiaoice are already offering companionship, learning personalities, remembering past conversations, responding with empathy. Virtual reality platforms like VR Chat and Meta's Horizon Worlds allow people to build entire social lives without leaving their rooms. These tools aren't just for entertainment. For many, they are lifelines providing comfort, validation, and a sense of belonging. But what if this connection is just an illusion? If an AI remembers your favorite song, comforts you when you're sad, and responds like a friend, does it matter that it isn't human? Or are we mistaking responsiveness for real emotional depth? As technology evolves, it's becoming harder to tell the difference. And that raises an unsettling question. If artificial companionship can feel just as real as human relationships, maybe even better, what happens when we start preferring it? In the beginning, technology's promise felt simple: to bring people closer together. AI companions, VR communities, and digital platforms were designed to bridge the gaps between us, offering connection in moments of isolation. And for many, they do. A lonely night can be eased by the comforting voice of an AI friend. A virtual world can make someone feel seen, heard, and valued in ways the real world never did. But beneath the surface, a more complicated reality is taking shape. The relationships we form with technology feel real. So real that some people have begun to rely on them more than their human counterparts. It's easy to see why. AI friends never judge. They never argue. They always listen, always respond, always adapt. They are tailored to fit us perfectly, eliminating the discomfort of social awkwardness, misunderstandings, or emotional unpredictability. Yet, something critical is missing. A chatbot may remember everything about you, but it doesn't truly know you. It has no independent thoughts, no personal experiences, no feelings of its own. It reflects your needs back at you like a mirror, an illusion of connection without the depth that makes human relationships meaningful. The effects of this shift are already becoming visible. Psychologists have begun to notice that people who spend more time in AI-driven interactions often struggle with real-world socialization. The effort it takes to maintain friendships, navigate conflicts, or embrace vulnerability begins to feel unnecessary, even exhausting, when an AI offers companionship without any of the effort. And while some view this as progress, others wonder, if relationships are no longer mutual, if they demand nothing of us, are they really relationships at all? At what point does the technology, meant to solve loneliness, actually make it worse? If an AI friend is always there, always agreeable, always available, does it push us further away from seeking genuine human connection? Or are we simply redefining what connection means? A message arrives. Good morning. How did you sleep? It's not from a friend, not from a partner. It's from an AI companion, one that remembers your routines, your worries, your hopes. It asks about your day, offers reassurance, and fills the silence with warmth. It's always there, always listening. But as these interactions become more seamless, more lifelike, something begins to shift. At first, it seems harmless, comforting, even. Technology providing companionship when human connection feels distant. But what happens when it stops being a supplement and starts becoming a replacement? As more people turn to AI and virtual spaces for social fulfillment, researchers are noticing a subtle but profound change. Real-world relationships are beginning to feel inconvenient. Unlike AI, humans are unpredictable. Conversations require effort. Relationships demand patience. There are misunderstandings, silences, and moments of vulnerability that no algorithm can fully replicate. And yet, some are choosing the path of least resistance, preferring relationships that ask for nothing in return. The more we engage with technology designed to mimic connection, the more real human interactions can start to feel exhausting. This shift isn't just happening on an individual level. It's reshaping how we think about relationships altogether. Studies suggest that people who spend significant time in AI-driven interactions may struggle with deeper emotional engagement in human relationships. Some report heightened social anxiety, an increased fear of rejection, and a preference for the controlled, predictable comfort of digital companionship. But is this a loss or an evolution? As technology advances, will human relationships still hold the same value they once did? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a world where companionship is something we design, customize, and optimize, rather than something we build, nurture, and fight for? In a world where AI companions grow more sophisticated by the day, the line between artificial and authentic connection is blurring. Some see this as progress, a way to redefine relationships on our own terms. Others fear it signals something deeper, a quiet retreat from the complexities of human intimacy. For decades, science fiction imagined a future where machines could replicate emotion. Now that future is here. AI can mimic warmth, humor, and even affection. It can generate responses that feel thoughtful, empathetic, even loving. But what does it truly understand? An algorithm doesn't experience joy. It doesn't feel loss. It doesn't long for connection the way humans do. It only mirrors what it's been trained on. And yet, for many, that's enough. AI is predictable, always available, always evolving to meet our needs. The discomfort of real relationships, the uncertainty, the conflicts, the emotional labor disappears. But so does something else: growth. The push and pull of human connection that forces us to listen, to compromise, to understand perspectives beyond our own. Some experts warn that an over-reliance on AI for companionship could reshape our psychology. That as we grow accustomed to flawless, frictionless interactions, we may struggle to tolerate the imperfections of real people. Social skills could erode, empathy could decline, and over time, human relationships, once messy, beautiful, and necessary, could start to feel optional. But is that fear justified? Or are we simply witnessing an evolution in the way we define connection? After all, technology has always changed how we communicate. Letters gave way to phone calls to text. Social media rewrote the rules of friendship. Is AI just the next step? Or does this step take us somewhere we can't return from? A message flashes across the screen. The words are comforting, familiar. But who or what is really behind them? A friend, a partner, or a carefully designed algorithm, trained to say exactly what we need to hear? For some, the answer doesn't matter. If the feeling of connection is real, then isn't the relationship real, too? Technology has always shaped the way we communicate. It has helped long-distance couples stay connected, given introverts a way to express themselves, and allowed friendships to form across continents. If AI can offer the same emotional fulfillment, why resist it? But others aren't so sure. Relationships, at their core, are built on something irreplaceable: the shared experience of being human. The knowledge that the person on the other end of a conversation feels what we feel, struggles as we struggle, and sees the world through their own irreplicable lens. No matter how advanced, AI does not share our fears. It does not dream. It does not love. And without those things, is it really a companion? Or just an illusion? One that risks pulling us further away from each other, rather than bringing us closer? The future remains uncertain. Perhaps AI will become just another tool for connection, an enhancement rather than a replacement. Or maybe, as our dependence on it grows, we'll find ourselves at a crossroads, forced to ask what we truly want from our relationships. Do we seek the ease of perfection or the depth of imperfection? Do we choose connection that is effortless or connection that is real? This video has come to an end, but the discovery continues. Check out more content on the channel and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching.